Epic Mickey begins as Mickey travels through his bedroom mirror into Yen Sid's workshop, where he witnesses the sorcerer painting his home for forgotten Disney characters, designed to look like a miniature version of the Disneyland park. Mickey, astounded by the magical paint, started to make a self-portrait, but accidentally created a monster called the Shadow Blot. After all, we know how powerful and even destructive his imagination can be. Phantasmic, anyone? As he tries to douse the blot with thinner, he narrowly escapes back through his bedroom mirror, leaving the blot in a pool of thinner to ruin the home Yen Sid had made. Later, the blot kidnaps Mickey into the home of forgotten things, henceforth called the Wasteland, after it had been ruined by thinner. The Mad Doctor, a forgotten character from an old Disney 1930s cartoon, teamed up with the blot to steal Mickey's heart. Those who live in the wasteland no longer have hearts because no one remembers or loves them anymore, and it becomes the most valuable thing Mickey has in the wasteland. Armed only with Yen Sid's magic brush, paint, and thinner, Mickey must find a way out of the wasteland to go back home. Green thinner has the ability to make parts of the map disappear, which can help you solve puzzles and reveal hidden items that Mickey can use to progress in the game. Only parts that are known as toon, which are revealed by a faint shimmer as you pass them, are able to be paintable or erasable. Blue paint, in contrast to thinner, makes things appear again. Paint and thinner are also used when you are engaged in fights against blotlings, which are monsters made of ink. Using paint takes some patience and uses up a lot of your resources, and makes a blotling befriend Mickey and fight other blotlings for him. This makes characters who live in the wasteland more probable to like you. Thinner defeats the blotlings permanently, which is a quick solution, but characters who can give you important information will be less inclined to like you if you resort to destroying them. It's up to the player to choose Mickey's morality, which will be reflected in how they play the game. Players who choose to use more thinner will have their thinner storage increased, which is definitely useful when fighting the It's a Small World clock. Players who choose to use more paint may even have the option of skipping some boss battles, like a robotic Captain Hook. Players traverse from land to land through classic two-dimensional sequences that are based on old Disney cartoons such as Steamboat Willie and Through the Looking Glass, and even some feature films such as Sleeping Beauty and Fantasia. In each land, Mickey encounters many characters, most of whom even he has forgotten, such as Horace Horsecowler, Clarabelle Cow, and even the leader of the wasteland, Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. Oswald has an obvious jealousy towards Mickey and his success. Oswald, being Walt's first creation, was poised for worldwide adoration, only to have his fame usurped by Mickey's popularity. Eventually, Oswald agrees to help Mickey defeat the Shadow Blot so he can restore the life of his wife, Hortensia, whose paint was stolen by the Blot. By launching the Moonliner off of Space Mountain, they try to retrieve Mickey's heart. When it's finally destroyed, and Oswald comes in possession of Mickey's heart, which is a manifestation of all the adoration and fame that he's always wanted, will he return it to Mickey, or will he keep it for himself?